In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 key strategies to help you harness the energy during this full moon eclipse in Capricorn so that you can step forward into your new identity, discovering more of what it is that you choose and desire at your greatest potential. Hello, fellow flames. In case we haven't met, my name is Dr. Harmony, and I will help you live fearless, live loved, and live free. Today I want to share with you an energy update for the full moon eclipse in Capricorn on July 4th, 5th, 2020. And being that this is in Capricorn, this is all about us bringing things down to earth, getting rooted, getting grounded on who you are becoming, and knowing where you want to plant your seeds. And your seeds being your time, your talent, your attention, your energy, and even your finances during this time. Capricorns are very rooted in a sense that they want security, they want strength and stability, they want safety, they have stamina, and they also enjoy structure. So as we've been going through this portal that really opened up on June 5th of the 3 eclipses and the gateway to us bringing into form all the things that we've been working towards, including in our life and our love and our livelihood and with beloveds and twin flames, things are either breaking apart or coming together or both. So this is like a rebuilding time. It's a time of the tower, but really knowing that breakdown is really to create breakthroughs. And if you take this energy timeline right now and you look back to the new moon in Capricorn on December 26th of 2019, whatever you started during that time, whatever you didn't finish, whatever you got sidetracked on, all of these things are going to be returning. And that is in either a destructive way or a constructive way. So if you were avoiding dealing with something that was surfacing then, you're being rerouted now to be forced to purge that, let it go. But let's say you started something and moving forward, and you started planting those seeds of how you wanted your future to be. And then, we've had this really deep dive with the pandemic and the different things that's been going on in the world, and everybody's being forced to go deeper within and also bringing up a lot of fear collectively. Everybody's sort of gotten sidetracked from what it is that they really need to put their attention on, their energy into, place their focus and perception and their time and their talent into the gifts of who we are becoming. And that's going to be super clear to know what it is you want going forward, since we're letting go of our old identities. So in this video, I want to share with you 5 key strategies that you can harness this energy, use it to your advantage, pay attention to where you're planting your seeds. At the same time, you might be letting go of the past and letting go of some really deep things that are left over, but you might have been at a good place and now you're upgrading and going to a new level, a new layer. And it's about going to the next level of who you are, which might mean you're letting go of phenomenal things to have things even greater than you could imagine. So, and the number one thing is releasing your resistance as we go through this rapid reset. So as we expand in this, as I was saying, going from who we've been to discovering who we are, but really even in this energy, it's pointing us to who we're becoming. The universe has stepped in and showing us the direction of our future that we can't exactly see yet. And we've created something, or happy where we're at, or maybe you're not happy where you're at, but either way, you have this resistance to the change that you need to take to move from where you are to where you're going. That resistance requires change. The change you have to make choices. And the choices are things that you're going to choose towards your highest good. And if it's not pointing you at your highest version of who you're becoming, it won't even align anymore. And if you keep trying to plug into something or someone, including your twin flame, and, you know, going to the next level of being able to experience love at a new and greater level than you have in the past, you're going to be pulled away from certain things, including potentially your twin flame. Resisting that is constricting your vibration. And then what happens is, in that constriction, it creates rigid thoughts. And that creates even a rigid body, which creates a rigid life. And inside of you will be an internal battle of who you are and who you're becoming and who you've been. Like, all of this is just happening. It's going on. So I invite you to take a look at this resistance and choose to release it, and to realize that you're going to a new level. You're upgrading from where you are. That's it. You feel like you're losing something, but it's only to create the space for something greater and better and more expanded than what you can see right now. So release your resistance. Start to try to make choices that are going to represent things of a higher version of yourself. And then choose to let go consciously of the things that are blocking you. Number 2, you need to begin to design your dreams. Because the clearer you become and realize that you're technically the one that is creating everything around you. So everything you're experiencing is a reflection of you. And everything around you becomes a reflection then of who you are. And if you have, like, say, lost that old identity, and we all have in this ascension process, in the death and the rebirth, multiple times, over and over and over again, we're being asked to expand into the highest version of us again. And as you know, you heard me say in the last video that where I was talking about the 4 ways that you can help to release your pain. And in that, because of all these eclipses that we've had, and the alignment of all these astrological fireworks that are going off up there during this timeline, it's forcing us to basically dig deeper, to clear the space, to expand, and then bring in something greater. But again, you got to go back to number 1 and release your resistance to allow this to happen. So in number 3, what would be really good for you to do is to focus on systems, not symptoms. So many people are focused on the problem, what's in front of them, what's going on, and versus the system of how to correct the problem, meaning the solution. So I could even say focus on solution, not the problem in that, but focus on the system of it. And the reason I say system is because we're rebuilding a new way to handle things differently than we've done in the past, which is creating a new system for ourselves. And this is where I was talking about the choices and the actions that, we're being forced to face some things in order to, as we said, let go, but then to recreate how we're going to handle it and how we're going to manage it, as we go forward. And in doing that, as we look into, say, like, let's see, I want to give you an example. I'm just trying to see if one's coming through here, because I've been doing this a lot, is why I'm saying this too. All right, here's an example for you. This is kind of a simple example, but yet it's very powerful. So over the last month, I've been in this group, this high vibrational group of basically transformational leaders that in the community are doing lots of great things. But based on where I am and based on the dynamics of it, it hasn't aligned for me to technically participate mainly because of where my energy going into that would be coming from a place of some older things for me. Like if I looked at the kind of the hierarchy or the importance or the of where I'm putting my time and my attention, this was lower on the plate based on the return of how it was supporting me back in harmony. However, because I totally love the leader and I totally love what she represents and wanted to support her, I wanted to stay a member in order to be part of that and to anchor that love back in this location of where I'm at, even though I'm global. But there were a couple of things that came up and it just made me look at it, and I started having this feeling of that is split. That, you know, I'm investing some part of some energy here, connecting to that, but yet I'm not all in. And because I'm not all in and I'm only supporting, and therefore it was really investing into, but the harmony exactly wasn't coming back to my greatest benefit, I had this concept of I'm sending a mixed signal to the universe saying that, you know, I'm putting energy here, but I'm not receiving necessarily back what I should be necessarily for my future of who I'm becoming. And that's the thing. It's not a bad thing. Love it. All the people, everything. But I was shown that I was sending a mixed signal. We do this all the time with everything. You're acting in one way, you're thinking another, you're being pulled in another, and it's like, where can you redirect this energy and focus on where you need to put your attention? Without knowing anything, I just knew I needed to go ahead, and I notified the leader, and I just said, I love you. I love everything about you, everything you represent. I've supported you, promoted you, and been there in spirit. However, I'm sending a mixed signal personally to the universe where I need to put my attention and my energy. So at this time, for me to be able to collect my energy all back and be able to know that I'm going to then have energy to put into something that's going to represent my future, basically. And I'm not kidding when I tell you within a week, an entirely new opening door to a whole new transformational group. And like when it came in, I knew that was my tribe. I knew that's what I wanted to do, where I needed to be, because I'd already been even pulled in that direction. It just hadn't aligned. But see, until we clear the space and open up the doorway and shift our focus into where we need to be by, you know, releasing the resistance, because I had resistance and letting go of that. And then I wasn't clear on the dream of where I'm going, which is design the dream of where you're going. And then I started getting clear on that. And then I started shifting my focus into how I can let go of things intentionally, knowing I'm creating space to put in the focus towards something that's going to bring me more of what I am and who I am. And that leads me to number 4 of then we can expand, embody, and embrace who we are becoming in the process. And then in the process of expanding that, we're upgrading and expanding our mindset in this, expanding our vision, expanding our heart, expanding our soul, expanding our life, expanding our relationships. And therefore, what we're really doing in this timeline is we're reinventing who we are becoming now and sowing the seeds of who we're becoming, because this energy that you put your seeds into right now will not only support you over the next 6 months greatly, but the effort that you put in now, these seeds will really be germinating and really be transpiring up through late 21 into around February 22. I think it's 2/22/22 is what I've been shown. From there, if you use this energy right now, you changed your life for the rest of your life, meaning these seeds for the rest of your life will be what's unfolding. So in this time, where do you want to put your time, your talent, your attention, your energy? It's so important, because this timeline is expanding who you are. So start to embody this new version of you as you release the resistance and let go of where you're at, so that you can shift into number 5, which is lead with love. That means that you're beginning to love more of what you do, love more what's around you, experience more love within your life, more passion, have more fun, more flexibility, more embodiment of the representation of that twin flame love, of the flow of synergy within yourself and your life and everyone around you. And I got to tell you, I made a post this last week that, you know, every situation that we are presented with gives us an opportunity to make a choice on how we choose to experience that challenge or that situation. And so, you know, that can bring up fear. So if we choose to focus on the fear, we're going to expand that. And some people choose that in that same experience. But other people can choose to transcend that fear and choose to transcend all the limitations blocking them from moving forward to where they need to go. And then whatever's happening, find the love in what's happening as the gift to you, so that you can see the love in it, begin to love that is what transformed you, and it took this pain to experience the pleasure, and you can transcend that fear to love and experiencing it in your everyday life. So I challenge you to look at that as, what do you choose? What do you want to go forward? So make sure to be releasing your resistance, designing your dreams for your future, focusing on the systems, how you're going to get there, not the solution. The symptoms or the problems. Be looking at this as a way to expand who you are, be implementing some things to upgrade your mindset, upgrade your vision, upgrade your heart, upgrade your soul, and upgrade your life, which is really reinventing the new you and investing in yourself, which, by the way, I have a Reinvent the New You online course below. I'm going to put a link there, and there's going to be a code that's going to be listed next to that, okay, and the link. And today, for the next 24 hours, you will be able to get that for $7 in honor of this timeline of this July month, of the 7th month, so that you can begin to focus on what it is you need to do to create who you're becoming and shift that energy so you can then lead with love as you move forward into the best and highest version of who you came here to be. All right, thank you so much. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you comment below. Let me know how this is impacting you. Also, I'd really love to hear if you would tell me what you're planting your seeds in right now, intentional, because that's another thing really here, intention. Putting the intention behind the seeds you're planting will magnify and multiply the return that's coming. So loads of love, and may you always face your fears, find freedom, and glow forward on fire. Namaste.